What is Anthony Hopkins' net worth and salary? The richest cannibal in the world. Stay tuned and learn more about the world of rich people. Hello dear friends, Anthony Hopkins is a Welsh film, stage and television actor and composer who has a net worth of $160 million. An actor who began his career on stage, Anthony Hopkins has won 2 Oscars, 2 Emmy Awards, 3 BAFTAs, and the Cecil B. DeMille Award from the Golden Globes for Lifetime Achievement. He's best known for his roles in such films as The Silence of the Lambs, The Rest of the Day, Nixon, and the HBO original series Westworld. Early life. Anthony Hopkins was born on December 31, 1937 in Port Talbot, Glamorgan, Wales, to Philip Anthony Hopkins. According to the actor himself, he was an inattentive student as a child and youth and had a passion for art, especially painting and drawing. His early fascination changed when, at the age of 15, he met the famous Welsh actor Richard Burton, near whose home Hopkins grew up. Inspired by Burton's career, he enrolled at the Royal Welsh College of Music and Drama, graduating in 1957. Nearly 2 decades later, their paths would cross again when Burton replaced Hopkins in a production of the play Equus. Acting career. Hopkins is recognized as one of the greatest actors of all time. His film debut was in 1968 drama The Lion in Winter as the cunning Richard the Lionheart. After a successful big screen appearance, Hopkins won Emmys for his outstanding roles in the TV movies The Lindbergh Kidnapping Case, NBC 1976, as accused kidnapper Bruno Hauptmann, and The Bunker, CBS 1981, as Adolf Hitler. But the restless artist earned full movie star status by playing the role of Dr. Hannibal Cannibal Lecter in the 1991 film Silence of the Lambs, a role he returned to repeatedly and is arguably still best known for. After Silence, Hopkins played one after another in such diverse films as Howard's Ends and Bram Stoker's Dracula, both in 1992, Remains of the Day 1993, Legends of the Fall 1994, Nixon 1995, Amistad 1997, Titus 1999, and Mask of Zorro 1998. Having had the opportunity to reprise his status role as a Lecter in the less successful films Hannibal 2001 and Red Dragon 2002. He has also starred in several supporting roles, such as Alexander 2004, All the King's Men 2006, Beowulf 2007, Thor 2011, and related films of the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Odin. Since 2016, he has been starring in the HBO series Westworld. As an actor, Hopkins is known for his spectacular acting on stage, but in the industry his meticulous training impresses many the most. He is known to his fellow actors and filmmakers for his ability to memorize pages of dialogue, which he attributes not to innate ability, but to his tendency to spell out lines hundreds of times. He's also known for the wide variety of accents and dialects he's been able to adopt for many roles he has played throughout his career. At the financial peak of his career, in the late 90s and early 2000s, Hopkins was one of the highest paid actors, earning $15 million for his return to the role of Hannibal Lecter in 2001's sequel Hannibal, and $20 million for the follow-up Red Dragon in 2002. His other biggest earnings include $5 million for Mission Impossible 2 in a relatively small supporting role, and $15 million for the 2010 remake of the horror film The Wolfman, Other Work. Hopkins said his first love before acting was music, and he pursued music throughout his career. In 1986, the single Distant Star was released, and 20 years later his composition, The Mask of Time, premiered with the Dallas Symphony Orchestra. And in 2012 he released an entire classical music album called Composer, which included many of his own compositions. He has also directed. He made his directorial debut in 1990 in Dylan Thomas' Return Journey, and in the following years directed various other projects, as well as writing screenplays. Also in 1990 he was given the daunting task of re-recording some of the dialogue of famed actor Laurence Olivier for a new restoration of the 1960 film Spartacus. He got the job in part through a recommendation from Olivier's widow, Joan Puride. Philanthropy. After his great success in Hollywood, Hopkins supported a wide range of charities and projects, eventually being appointed president of the Snowdonia Appeal National Trust, raising funds to preserve Snowdonia National Park in his native Wales. As a young man, he was a patron of the YMCA and gave financial support to that organization, and was also a member of the environmental activist group Greenpeace, even voicing the group's television commercials beginning in 2008. Personal life. Hopkins has been married 3 times. His first marriage was to actress Petronella Barker from 1966 to 1972. His second to Jennifer Latham from 1973 to 2002, and since 2003 to Stella Ariev. He has one daughter from his first marriage, Abigail Hopkins, who also works as an actor and singer, but the two have long been separated. And in a 2018 interview, the actor said he didn't know or even care if he had grandchildren or not. In 1993, shortly after achieving worldwide fame as a Hannibal lecter, Hopkins was knighted by Queen Elizabeth II for services to the arts. Real estate. Anthony's primary residence is a large $7 million home in the Pacific Palisades neighborhood of Los Angeles. In the 3 months of 2019, he spent $13 million to buy neighboring properties. He owns 2 other properties in the Palisades and a mansion in Malibu. In the Los Angeles area alone, the property is worth $30 million. Anthony bought his Malibu mansion in 2001 for $3.8 million. He put the property up for sale in February 2020 for $11.5 million. Sir Anthony Hopkins is selling his impressive Malibu home for $10.5 million. Oscar winner Anthony Hopkins has sold his trophy home in Malibu, California. The charming Point Dume Bluff estate overlooking the Pacific Ocean was sold earlier this year for $11.5 million. Last week, the home sold for $10.5 million. Although the $1 million discount from the original price is small, the legendary actor was still left in the lurch. The star purchased the traditional Cape Cod-style home in 2001 for $3,795,000. The 1-acre property, surrounded by lush lawns and mature trees of privacy, has a 4,000-square-foot main house and a separate 1-bedroom guest house. The grounds also include a pool, spa, and pool house, summer kitchen, and barbecue area. The main house has 4 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms, as well as a large living room with a wide stone fireplace. The house has wood floors and a kitchen with tile flooring that opens to a glassed-in breakfast nook. The listing notes that every room in the main house has stunning views. The master bedroom has a sauna, and the house is connected by a spiral staircase. Hopkins apparently altered the original look of the house by painting the front in pale yellow and adding clay shingles to the roof. The next owner could go further. The ad says that next tenants could move in, renovate, or build their dream house in this beautiful location. It will be interesting to see if the Hopkins home manages to avoid a devastating blow. The chivalrous actor has won an Oscar, 3 BAFTA awards, 2 Emmy Awards, and a Cecil B. DeMille Golden Globe Award. The Welshman is perhaps best known for his terrifying role as Hannibal Lecter in The Silence of the Lambs. He has also starred in Nixon, The Rest of the Day, and most recently, 2 Dads. Since 1960, Sir Hopkins has had a flamboyant career, and with a net worth of $160 million, he has a rather modest garage. Let's take a look at the cars he owns. Land Rover, Range Rover, Vogue. Sir Hopkins also owns a Range Rover, which offers the best for both comfort and off-roading. Like his Quattroporte, the Range Rover is also painted black. Since its inception, Land Rover has been focused on SUVs, but Range Rover models have aimed to be both comfortable and rugged. At the time of purchase, Sir Anthony's Range Rover could have cost him about $85,650. Maserati Quattroporte. Another luxury car in Sir Anthony Hopkins' garage is the Maserati Quattroporte. The Quattroporte he owns belongs to the 5th generation model, which has now aged but is still a real car. Thanks to the Ferrari engine under the hood, the Quattroporte provides the perfect balance of luxury and performance. Being an English actor, it's only natural to find an exotic British car in Sir Hopkins' garage. The car in question is the McLaren 570S, which looks and feels almost like a supercar, even though it competes with some popular sports cars. The actor's car is painted red and black and has a comfortable interior. Although the 750S is positioned as a luxury car, its dynamics and drivetrain are modern to provide an unforgettable driving experience, while the outside of the car is unlike anything else on the market. At $184,900, the McLaren 500S is the British brand's most affordable car. Do you watch horror movies?